It sells everything under the sun, but should Walmart also be a bank? Tonight, the great debate over the world's largest store, why some say they're simply going too far this time. Well, they sell everything from diapers to tires to groceries. And now you could eventually be doing your banking at Walmart. The retailing megastore filed an application with the FDIC to open a bank in Utah to process its own store's purchases. Now, even though you can't open a personal account just yet, there are fears that small banks could be run out of business, similar to the way Walmart tends to run small stores out of town. Camden Fine is president and CEO of Independent Community Bankers of America. Dr. Walter Block is an economic professor at Loyola University in New Orleans, but hurricanes chased him to Auburn, so we appreciate you making an effort to come here. And Representative Paul Gillmor is a Republican from Ohio. Thanks for joining us. Representative Gillmor, I'll begin with you. You and your Democratic counterpart, Barney Frank, filed to at least have a hearing about the subject as to whether Walmart should be able to become a bank. Why did you do that? What are you worried about?
Well, the first thing is what Walmart is trying to do, and a few other large industrial companies have tried to do, is to be treated separately or different than anybody else. We've had a long policy in this country against mixing of industry and commerce with financial institutions. That's ingrained in law. And to own a bank, under normal rules, you have to be 85% financial in nature. What Walmart is trying to do is to make an end run around the rules that apply to everybody else.
Camden Fine, what's wrong with Walmart putting out its banking shingle in Utah from where you sit?
Well, we don't believe that it will stop in Utah. We believe that Walmart can take its ILC and eventually expand its plan to all 3,500 of its stores. We believe that mixing banking and commerce is a Molotov cocktail that can explode in the faces of consumers. You'll recall that 15 years ago, the mantra at Walmart was buy American, buy American. It was plastered all over their tractor-trailer rigs. Now, 70% of their goods come from China. 10 years from now, what will their banking services be? Well, where will they come from?
Well, okay, so let's just say that they remain honest. Professor, why don't you jump in here? Doctor, I guess from your perspective, is this big bad Walmart elbowing into town, or is this free market?
Well, I'm a believer in the free enterprise system. I believe that the last best hope for humanity is a marketplace. I think civilization itself is at stake here. And the two gentlemen who preceded me seem to be advocating some sort of guild-like system where you have to get special permissions to go into businesses.
Well, I mean, you know, I think that to be fair, there are some concerns that Walmart does tend to muscle its way in, but what's your feeling about that?
Well, Walmart never muscled its way anywhere. I mean, did Walmart ever come with a gun and say, okay, you know, if you customer, if you don't come to me, I'm going to shoot you? That's silly. The way Walmart gains market share is by making offers to consumers that are better than the offers of the competitors.
Okay, Representative Gillmor.
If Walmart thinks that the banking community is not making good offers to its clients and it can make better offers, I think that's great.
All right, well, Representative Gillmor, he makes an excellent point. I mean, the strongest, best one wins, no?
The point is nobody else can do it. And there's reasons for that, dealing with the safety and soundness of the financial system. Plus, Walmart isn't just going into the market. They're asking for government help in this process through deposit insurance. They want the federal government to guarantee any deposits, and so they're asking not only for special treatment, but government involvement. And it's because of that government involvement that we have the rules to protect the safety and soundness of the system.
Let me jump in here. Mr. Fine, what do you say to somebody who tells you that if these little banks go out of business when if Walmart enters the space, they went out of business because they weren't giving the customer what the customer wanted?
The banks are giving the customer what the customer wanted. You'll recall we have the greatest banking system the world has ever seen. What's wrong with that? I'm from Missouri. Where I come from, we say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Well, our banking system is not broken. I don't think we want to go to a Caruso system like Japan or Germany. They've been mired in a 15-year recession over there because they do mix banking and commerce. Walmart comes into a regional area, into a local area, and study after study shows they devastate the small business economy in that area.
Dr. Block, what do you say to that accusation that Walmart's sort of the so-called zebra muscle of retail? They come in and then all of a sudden everything else around them dies. Is that a good thing for the free market?
Well, of course, if everything else dies, that shows that everything else wasn't doing any good job. But the actual fact is not the case.
I wouldn't agree with that.
Walmart brings a lot of customers. Now, look, the gentleman before me said that banking is not broken. Well, if banking is not broken and if banking is providing a great service, then Walmart will lose customers. Walmart will lose a lot of money from this. The answer is not for politicians or bureaucrats to decide whether a company can compete with another company. The answer is for the market to determine who can compete. I don't care if Walmart goes into giving piano lessons or making cars or TV or real estate.
Okay.
They should be allowed to go into any industry they want, and if that industry is serving its customers totally well, well then Walmart will take a beating.
We're going to have you back. How about this? Stop. We're going to have you back because we have run out of time, at least for this segment, but this is a topic